Fellas, AC here. Welcome to another review. This time it's a 2019 release and it's by a house which I have got little experience, but I quite like their fragrances, although I haven't reviewed much. So, Bottega Veneta Illusione. Because it is Italian, I'm guessing this is how you pronounce illusion in Italian. So I got myself 2 samples and I've run out of one. Nearly dropped it. I've run out of one because I've been testing it quite a lot, and I'll tell you what, this is one of the better releases of 2019. So literally run out, and this one is a little bit less. So Illusione for him, and there's another one for her. I believe the women's fragrance is more around fig leaves and blackcurrant and that kind of stuff. This one, I've been testing it all day today. Very impressed. Very impressed because, as I said, this is one of the better releases of 2019. Let's finish the bottle off. Alright, so the parfumeur is Amandine Clark Marie and Annick Minado. Now, Annick Minado, she is absolutely stunning. She's brilliant at what she does. I don't have much experience with Amandine Clark Marie. So, the fragrance. When you first spray it, it's like a very airy and very lemony, orange and woody fragrance. Very lemony. Almost fizzy, you know. And this is the point where it reminded me of another fragrance which I am very well aware of, and that is Guerlain Homme. Now, I haven't got Homme, but I've smelled it many times, but I've got a couple of flangers of Homme. Now, this one reminds me of the Guerlain. It's got that really astringent, airy, fizzy orange and lemon. And this bitter orange comes out. Within the first minute, the smell is bitter. And I really like bitter orange. And this one has got this extremely realistic bitter orange. And from then on, it's all about bitter orange. It's a bitter orange show. And a beautiful show. This is so natural smelling bitter orange that it'll just fox you into thinking that you're smelling a niche. I'm not claiming this to be a niche fragrance or niche quality. It's just that bitter orange is very lifelike. The fragrance moves very rapidly into its dry down, and it's not very complex. In the dry down, you will get a grassy vetiver. And along with the grassy vetiver, there's a touch of tonka. Tonka will change the texture. The texture of the fragrance when it starts is fizzy, airy. The texture in its dry down becomes a little bit leathery, woody. More substance to it. But boy, is it nice. This is really nice. So the bitter orange stays and tonka joins the party. Little bit of tonka, a little bit of grassy vetiver, and a little bit of warmth of amber and a little bit of woods. That's all you get. Apparently, there's a fir resin note here, which I didn't pick because I am very aware of how fir resin smells. But the quality of the fragrance is resinous towards the end. It becomes a little bit thicker rather than being airy and fizzy. Really enjoyed it. Loved it. But here are the pros and cons. So number 1 pro, as I said, this is one of the better releases of 2019. Both creatively and how it smells. Really 2 areas which impress me the most is the concept and the actual smell. Really enjoyed it. So that's number 1 pro. Number 2 pro is the composition quality. Now, Annick Minado, never take her fragrances lightly. She always springs a surprise. The surprise here is the bitter orange, how realistic it is. And as I said, bitter orange is the star of the show. So the composition quality is something that restores your faith in designer fragrances. This sort of stuff, this sort of creativity is all but gone in designer fragrances. But when I smelled Illusione, my faith was restored that there's somebody somewhere doing something which still keeps designer fragrances, affordable fragrances, creative and new. Loved it. Number 3 pro is the nature of the fragrance. The nature of the fragrance is like ambient music. Yeah? Once you get used to it, you know how useful it is. This fragrance is like that. It sort of creates a little hazy scent cloud And it reminded me of Tuscany for some reason. Almost, this fragrance has this almost afternoon-like feel. Imagine yourself in a hilly town surrounded by beautiful nature where the air is very pure. There's no dampness in the air. An almost afternoon sun beating down on you. Orange here, the bitter orange here, almost creates that smell of afternoon in Tuscany. If you've ever been to Tuscany, you'll know. And almost all day I've been thinking of Tuscany because of this fragrance. So those are the three, if you like, the upsides of the fragrance. The other one would be such a jovial and happy and very, very soothing fragrance. The quality of the fragrance is uplifting. It'll really, really make you happy. Guaranteed. It'll pick you up. Now the downsides. Number one downside is the performance. But as I said, it has this ambient quality. So you might think it's gone, but suddenly you move and you smell it. It's been happening to me all day. But yeah, it's in the traditional sense of the word, performance is a bit weak. It lasts on your skin about 6 hours, 5 to 6 hours. Traditional sense of the word, i.e. you should be able to smell it. But then you suddenly move and you smell it. Projection for 1 hour, it projects beautifully. Yeah. After the first hour, it recedes and becomes a skin scent. Sillage, again, medium. I've got many sprays under my shirt and I have to really pull my jumper and smell inside, and I smell amazing. That bitter orange is really genuinely very, very nice. So those are the downsides, if you like. Well, the performance is the downside. Number two downside I had written somewhere. I almost thought, and this is just my view, that this is an opportunity lost. Because they've created such a beautiful scent, man. Such a beautiful scent. But they have forgotten that the performance, if nobody else is able to smell you, how will they appreciate it? The performance will become the biggest Achilles heel of this fragrance's sale. They've created a very nice fragrance, but the performance is going to let it down. Big time. Big time. So there's an opportunity lost here for Bottega Veneta, but Bottega Veneta's fragrances are always like this. They are always medium to low performance. They stay close to the skin, that sort of thing. And value for money, another downside, because of the performance, because it smells so good, you will end up spraying a lot of it. I never finish a full sample vial. Look, done in two testings. So you will end up spraying it a lot, hence the value for money will go down for you. So those are three downsides. Now weather, it looks like it's an autumn scent. As I said, it's got this orange hue about it. It's orange, which smells amazing in autumn. So I think this is a good autumn scent. And especially daytime when it's sunny. Yeah. Age groups. Now this smells wonderful, chaps. It smells amazing. It'll suit anybody, but normally orange or the kind of dusky fragrance that this is, I don't think the younger chaps are going to be attracted to this one. And it's so subtle and so ambient, they will give it a pass. So I'd say it's for people who are in their 30s. It will be ideal. And some people like their fragrances to be light. So if you're one of them, you should try this one. This is really good. So I would say 30 plus would be an ideal age group. Occasions, daytime. And it's such a beautifully made fragrance. You can wear this to an interview, to office, to a gathering, to a picnic, to your holidays, anywhere, as long as it's daytime. It's a very cheerful, beautifully made fragrance. So I think I've covered all aspects. Marks out of 10. What a beautiful scent this is, guys. And equally, what a big missed opportunity this is. So I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I hope you like the review, fellas. Take care. Bye-bye.